Paulie, you're always honest. You shoot straight. Working the Manny Pacquiao fight, some people they feel that maybe you shouldn't be how you used to criticize Manny Pacquiao. But where do you stand on that?
That's a good question. And here's my take on Manny Pacquiao in 2018 and 19. I think I do believe that he was doping. Hopefully he's not doping anymore. I'll go to my grave feeling he was doping. But the thing is that I also feel like I was also very naive in that I know a lot more now than I did back then, and I was naive in the fact that I didn't realize the whole sport's doping. You know what I'm saying? The entire sport is doping. So you can't single out one guy and say, oh man, you know what? It's so not fair. Because once they're all doping, it's unfortunate. To have a long-lasting career, to last at the very, very top, at the tippity top of the sport, you're doping. There's no shot. There's no way you're gonna have a long career at the top of the sport without doping. Because there's too many dopers at the top of the sport. Almost everybody's doing it. So not everybody, but almost everybody, especially the longevity at the top of the sport. A non-doper will kind of come and go. Like my thing is, take for example my career. I came and won at the top. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of hovering. I never really stayed at the top, but I was hovering. I was at the top, I would come down. I was at the top, I would come down. I was hovering. To consistently stay at the top, unfortunately, what I've noticed, you're doping. And it's a sad thing to see. But so I can't say it's wrong that I was criticized Pacquiao at the time. But at the same time, it's almost like I understand it now, looking back, and it's unfortunate. But luckily, a lot of this reality started coming to me at the end of my career, so I didn't have to be faced with the same kind of decisions, Unlike most of these animals, I have a conscience.
Speaking of that, right? We see that there's rumors that Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia are not involved in the father testing and things of that nature.
No, they are.
Oh, they are involved?
They are, yeah.
Okay, because there was rumors that they wasn't involved. What do you think about that fight, though? You think that Mikey Garcia is at a disadvantage coming up 2 weight classes?
Yeah, weight classes matter, man. I think both guys are very good fighters. So weight classes matter, and I give the advantage to the bigger guy, But it doesn't mean there is a bad fighter in that fight. Both guys have shown the class that they have, and when they're in the ring, and the kind of fighters that they are, both technically and mentally and physically. So it's one of those cases where if I'm picking Spence, it's mainly because he's the naturally bigger guy, And I think the technical part of their boxing kind of cancels each other out. They're both elite on a technical level.
Paulie, is it unfair that they're asking you? Well, not asking you, but they'll say that being the way that you criticize Manny Pacquiao, that you should sit out his fight. Is it unfair because that's part of the reason that people really like you, because of your commentary? You shoot straightforward.
I mean, I told Conor McGregor he had no balls on fight week, and then I commentated his fight. I mean, you guys make that decision. Did I commentate the right way? I thought I was the most fair guy on that broadcast. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you kind of have to look at my body and work overall.
Yeah.
But, of course, everybody's entitled to that opinion. Once I sit down and actually call the fight and watch a fight, I'm not really thinking about anything else. I'm watching the punches. I'm watching what's going on, and I'm kind of analyzing the action that's in front of me. I'm not really thinking about other things. This is not the way if my thought process goes to other things, I wouldn't be able to commentate adequately. My thought process when I'm watching a fight is watch it and read into what's going on and obviously speak it.